Hey everybody, it's Ron. A little breezy this morning. I'm down here camping in Harrison Bay State Park in Chattanooga. This is my last day here. Got to check out here in a couple hours. But I just made a cup of coffee. I was out early this morning doing some bird photography. Got the Nikon D500 and the 500 PF. There's a lot of trees here. Well, let me back up 1 minute, okay? I came down here to camp for 2 nights, okay? And there's my camping trailer and my e-bike in the truck. And yesterday, I don't have a phone holder, so you'll have to pardon me. Yesterday, I met up with my friend Tim Childers over at Enterprise South Park, and we did some e-biking. He was doing a new e-bike review, and I came down here to help him do some drone footage and some B-roll. Anyways, I attempted to do some bird photography yesterday morning, but I didn't have very good luck. And it's just like any new location you go to do photography. You just never know where you're going to be going to find your photography subjects, and you just don't know what you're going to get served, okay, that morning. So I didn't have very good luck yesterday morning, and I came back yesterday evening and went back to the same areas looking around, and it was a little bit breezy, a little cold out, and I wasn't having very good luck either. But this morning, okay, the sun came up, there's not a cloud in the sky. The lighting was beautiful this morning, and I was able to get some really good birding photographs this morning. And one of the, well, let's see, some of the birds I've seen, great blue heron, of course, always see those around water. I've seen red-headed woodpeckers, like that one right there. I've seen northern flickers, let's see, yellow rump warbler, some goldfinches and titmouse. Those are pretty natural around this area. But I've been looking for the unique birds. I've heard some kingfishers, but they're so shy. And there's plenty of ducks down here, plenty of mallard ducks and what have you. So, yeah, I just come down here. I was going to go down to downtown Chattanooga last night, and I did. Okay, it's quite a drive from this campground. It's probably about, I think I'll say about 20 miles to the south of this campground. So it's quite a haul down there. And I was going to do some evening photography, but it's a little bit early in the day. I was down there about 3 o'clock, and I didn't want to stick around till dark. So, and I hadn't had any lunch. So I started coming back to the campsite, and lo and behold, I found a Domino's pizza, okay, on the way back. So I got me a Domino's pizza and came back to the trailer and ate me a quick couple of pieces of it. And then I went out to do the bird photography last night. And like I said, I didn't see much. And so I just came back to the trailer and, you know, turned on the YouTube on my phone and just kind of watched some videos and what have you. And then, you know, this morning I got up really early, right at daylight, and decided I was going to go back out again. Now I have to check out of here by 12 noon. Okay, that's the checkout time for this campground. And I tell you what, this is a nice campground. I need to do a drive-through and a kind of review, because I kind of do those when I go stay at a campground. I've done one for Cades Cove. It's down in the video somewhere. I need to do one on this campground because I am staying in the B loop of the Harrison Bay State Campground. And I went driving around. Now the B loop is a little bit uneven and hilly, the sites are, which I really don't care for. I'm used to level sites. But if you go over to the A loop, which I drove over there last night to look at it, those are more level over there. So if I was going to stay at Harrison Bay State Park in a camper or a motorhome, travel trailer, I would pick the A loop if I could, okay, because those sites are more level over there. The B and the C loops are not. They're more, you know, more hilly, and you're going to have to level your trailer and your vehicle and what have you. So yeah, it can be a problem here. But I think I'm going to do a drive around. In a big hurry. Doing more than 20 miles an hour. I did take a shower this morning. The bathhouse is just right. Look here, I'll show you where it's at. The bathhouse is right up there, up that hill behind me. And the showers, the bathrooms are kept very clean. The showers are very clean. The bathhouses are very clean. I even ran into a park employee this morning early on the hiking trail with a trash bag and a pickup stick. And he said he was going around to pick up the garbage. They do that every morning on the trails. I thought that was pretty cool, okay? Of course, I've never stayed. This is only the second state park in Tennessee that I've stayed at. The other one that I stayed at just for one night was the old Stone Fort State Park in Manchester. Anyways, the only birding rig that I brought was the D500, okay? And I left everything else at home. I've been trying to travel like that minimally. Now, you know, I talked about this in an earlier video, but when you go to a new location to do photography, it's pretty tough, okay? Even if you do your homework a little bit. I think, you know, like I wanted to go down to downtown Chattanooga last night and do some nighttime photography. But, you know, when I got down there, I couldn't make up my mind what I wanted to do. I thought about launching the drone and doing some drone footage, and I didn't even feel like doing that. And everywhere I went, you know, there's the signs, you know, got to pay to park. And, you know, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I just wasn't really sure what I wanted to do over there. So I just kind of abandoned the photography in Chattanooga idea. I still want to do it. I still enjoy Chattanooga, and I enjoy walking around downtown Chattanooga. I've been on a couple photo walks down there. You know, one time with Phil Thatch and Tim Childers, we did a thing where we went to the aquarium and what have you. And then another time I went with David Sailors, the Georgia photographer, and we had a pretty good time that day. I did about a 6-mile walk with him. But going to these faraway places to do photography, you know, I think you got to stay more than one day. You got to stay, you know, several days, and you may have to make several trips. That's why I think it's better that you find local photography haunts, okay, to do your photography. This area right here is really unique for birds. I'm not too sure what the springtime and summertime would bring in here, but you know, we're here by the lake. There's plenty of water. There's a lot of old growth trees, oak trees and what have you in here, a bunch of pine trees. Actually, they're a different variety of pine tree than we get up home in the northern part, well, 100 miles north of here. But I did notice that the flickers were on those pine trees, and apparently the bark on that pine tree is really coarse, and there must be getting bugs or something out of those cracks, okay, because they seem to be landing on those pine trees back there quite a bit. I got cold, I had to use the restroom, so I decided to come back, make me a cup of coffee real quick, and I'm going to go back out, okay? I want to do some more bird photography before I leave, and I'm going to do a complete video of this trip, my bird photography part. So stay tuned to the channel, subscribe to the channel, and you know, give the live stream a thumbs up if you're watching. Appreciate that. And anyway, it's just a really peaceful time of year, you know, December down here. Some of you probably might think, hey, you're crazy out there camping. But the camper is plugged into power, okay, which is a good thing for me. So I did not have to run the propane heater. So I have a little small ceramic electric heater. And that is what I kept warm with last night in the camper. So I didn't burn up my own propane. So it's a good thing to come to these state parks that have power available. Normally when I go to the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, there is nothing. You are dry camping totally. You're dependent on a battery pack or a generator or the battery on your trailer, okay? So it's a good thing. Anyways, I just want to get on here and do a quick live stream, let you know what I'm doing. I'll be going back home today. It's Thursday, you know, the 11th of December, so I'll be going back home this afternoon. And, you know, I'll be planning on my next camping trip pretty soon. So, like I said, stay tuned to the channel. All right? Everybody have a good morning, and thanks for tuning in. We'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.